Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect. All right, it's Aratazai with another video going into World War III. Okay, which World War III is a major prophecy in the Holy Scriptures. For those that don't know, all right, it's going to be an all-out war between these world superpowers such as America, Russia, China, all right, and many others. And as of right now, there's a lot of back and forth, all right, a lot of back and forth as far as geopolitics is concerned, man. And you got this guy Trump, which Trump could very well be the guy that will bring America to the border of World War III, Lord willing he is. But you got Trump that's verbally attacking Iran, which Iran plays a very pivotal piece in prophecy, man. All right, it's known as Persia. And Lord willingly, we're going to get that prophecy in the book of Ezekiel, the 30th chapter. And Lord willingly, get some other precepts as well. But these are the things that our Lord, whose name is Yahweh Shai, who the world only calls Jesus Christ, these are the things that he told us to watch for, man. All right, pursuant to Matthew, the 24th chapter, we said it would be wars and rumors of wars. Okay, and as you see this article from Express, it says Trump's verbal attacks against Iran risk dragging U.S. or United States into World War III. Okay, as a matter of fact, let me get a scripture from the book of Revelations, chapter 8. In verse 13, it says, and I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice, Woe, woe, woe to the inhabitants of the earth, by reason of the other voices of the trumpet of the three angels, which are yet to sound. All right. Now, these three woes that I just read, these represent the three world wars. All right. You have World War I, World War II, and World War III, which is yet to come, man. All right. So these are the three woes, and we're about to go into the third woe as we speak. Okay. That's why you have articles, and there's many other articles that echo the same thing. Is all right as far as what the so-called United States, which is Babylon the Great, going into World War III, man. This is biblical prophecy unfolded. But what? You have people that still scoff, people that are still question. All right, they'll question the authenticity of the Bible. Meanwhile, prophecy is happening just as it is written, man. Let me read a paragraph from this article. It says Donald Trump is adopting a risky strategy with Iran, which could backfire and drag the U.S. and its allies into World War III, a negotiation specialist has warned. Right, so this guy Trump, as I mentioned, he could very well be the president that's going to basically end all things, man. You know, DJ Trump, as the apostles like to call him, he could very well be the last president that Babylon the Great has, man. All right, Lord willingly, he is, man. And he seems like the guy. That's why he's talking cash shit. All right. Excuse my language. You know, he's very proud. He's boastful. You know, he could very well get America into World War III. And that's exactly what he's doing, man. It says Mr. Trump is playing out a strategy with Iran commonly known among negotiators as the madman theory. Yeah, and this guy Trump is a damn madman. It says, which could lead the U.S. into a war, according to Neil Cothier, senior expert at sales and negotiation specialist, Huth Wyatt International. His approach, which also was adopted by the 37th President of the United States, Richard Nixon, during the Vietnam War, usually sees a leader giving the impression they are ready to do anything to achieve their goal. In this case, Mr. Trump is signaling he isn't afraid of waging war against Iran to annihilate Tehran's nuclear power. Now, the thing is, Russia has interest in Iran, all right? And Russia and Iran are allies. So by them stepping into Iran, all right, that's going to cause Russia to step in, which Russia already don't like America. Okay? Now let me get this real quick just to get the point. This is Ezekiel chapter 38, starting at verse 1. It says, "And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog and the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him." And now Gog and Magog today is modern day Russia. How we know that is because you have to get into the maps and geography, and you'll see that the land of Gog and Magog today is known as Russia. Okay, so this is a future prophecy concerning the people who would dwell in that land today, which are the Russians. Verse 3, "And say, Thus saith the Lord power, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal." Right. So even though we always say the Russians are going to destroy America, the Russians are going to come against America, well, really, the Most High is against the Russians too, because they're both Edomites, man. All right, you got Edomites that are known as Russians. You got Edomites that are known as so-called Americans. Though they're from two different countries, they're both Edomites. Okay, so the Most High is against them just as well as the so-called Americans, man. Verse 4, it says, "And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws." Meaning what? The Lord's going to turn these Russians back into that old Soviet Union spirit that they once had, man. All right, they've been laying dormant for a while, but now you see them rousing up. All right, they're boasting in their military might. You know, they're constantly upgrading their missiles. They got the S-400 systems. They got the Satan II missile. So the Lord is putting them back into that warrior frame of mind, man. So the Lord is turning them back. Verse 4 again, "And I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords." Right. So Russia has a lot of allies. And when it all go down, they're going to team up and back Russia up. All right. To come against the whore, which is what? Babylon the Great, which is America, man. Now it's going to name that great company. Verse 5, "Persia," which Persia is who? That would be Iran. All right. The modern day Iranians are the Persians, man. "Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet." Meaning what? They getting their armed to go to war. All right. They have on warlike apparel. But what the point I want to bring out is it says Persia, man. And you got this guy Trump, DJ Trump on the ones and twos. All right, poking at Iran. Okay, not knowing that. Well, he probably do know that what? Iran is an ally of Russia. Okay. So let me go back. It says, verse 5, "Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet." Verse 6, "Gomer," which Gomer today would be Turkey. Okay, and you look at you see Turkey in the news. All right, Turkey and the United States has always got a rift going on, man. All right, this is Gomer and all his bands, meaning all his armies. "The house of Togarmah of the north quarters." It says "and all his bands and many people with thee." All right. Yeah. So Russia going to be deep, man. You're going to have the Russian army, which is already big as hell. And you're going to have these other nations and countries backing them up. Verse 7, "Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them." All right. So Russia is a guard to these nations, especially Iran. Okay. Russia is like a big brother figure over there in the Middle East. All right. It got all those various nations up under his wing. And you got America that's poking at his little brother. All right. So naturally, you got an older brother and you got a bully that's picking on the little brother, what do you think the big brother going to do? All right, he going to jack you up. And that's what's going to happen. All right, and eventually, even America's allies are going to turn on him, man, or turn on them rather. It's going to end with what? Basically, America being isolated, okay, and everybody's going to basically point the finger like, okay, this is the whore, all right, that made the whole world drunk, okay, and it tells you that in the book of Revelations, the 17th chapter, all right. So it says, well, I think that was the point on that, all right. That was the point, all right. So yeah, Persia is modern day Iran, and Iran is an ally of Russia. Okay, and that's all this is going to lead to all out war, man. World War III. And it's all brewing up over there in the Valley of Jehoshaphat, man, over there in the Middle East. Okay, that's where all the war and the turmoil is stirring up. And it's all based upon biblical prophecy. All right, and these things are inevitable. They're etched in stone, as we always say. It's not a damn thing you can do about it, man. But wait for your judgment, all right? And the real men of the Lord just got to continue to do what they do and pray for the Most High's mercy, man. That what? We be not caught up in these plagues and these wars to come, man. You know? Matter of fact, let me see. I always bring this scripture out. Isaiah 9:5. It says, for every battle of the warriors with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. All right. And what is this talking about? This is talking about that last woe that we read in Revelations 8, the last verse. All right. This third world's war, man, is going to be with burning and fuel of fire. How's that fire going to come? Thermonuclear weapons, thermonuclear missiles. All right. Not volcanoes. All right. Not a damn gas tank going off at your local gas station. All right. It's going to be by the way of thermonuclear missiles. All right. Which is also a prophesied all throughout the scriptures, man. Because in the ancient world, battles were fought. All right. It was more so hand-to-hand combat. But now this war, because of, as the scriptures say, knowledge shall increase. So now the troops don't have to do hand-to-hand combat anymore, so to speak. Now they got missiles, man. All right, all they gotta do is push a button, and the missile will launch from one end of the earth to the other. Right, it tells you that in Second Ezra's, I want to say the 15th chapter, which speaks about the arrows being shot from one end of the earth to the other. All right, yeah. So knowledge has been increased, man. So that's how this third world war is going to go down, man. All right. Matter of fact, let me go from there back to Revelations. Slacky. Revelation chapter 6 in verse 12. It says, and I beheld when he opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake. Now this great earthquake is talking about the thermonuclear bombs when they drop on America. It's going to cause the earth to shake. Pursuing the Isaiah, what's that? Isaiah 19, if I'm not mistaken. Matter of fact, let me grab that. I'll go back to Revelation. I think it's Isaiah 19. Oh man, I can't remember off the top of the head. If I have to, I'll just look it up. Where it speaks about the earth shall reel to and fro. Let's see. (24:20). Slakia. This is Isaiah 24:20, or 24:19 rather, because Revelation 6 said what? Lo and behold, a great earthquake. All right, this is Isaiah 24:19. The earth is utterly broken down. The earth is clean dissolved. The earth is moved exceedingly. Now, how's that going to occur? Missiles, man. Verse 20, the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. Right, so when the missiles drop on America, all right, when they're shot, they go outside the earth's atmosphere and they come down, all right, they're going to cause the earth as a whole to rock, man. Rock to and fro like a drunkard. Like you see a man that's drunk staggering down the street, bopping back and forth. That's what the earth is going to do. It says the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. Meaning what? This current rulership, which is under Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is not going to be resurrected or brought back. That's it. All right. This is the last hurrah for the so-called white man. Pursuing the Lamentations, what's that, 4, around like the last verse? Verse 21, it says, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. Meaning what? The top elites, right? The elites of Esau, these top banking families, they're going to be punished, man. Meaning what? They're going to be jacked up, hemmed up, and thrown right into slavery, man. Hey, it tells you that in the next verse. It says, and they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered together in the pit. Yeah, like as I mentioned, they're going to be gathered together, rounded up, hemmed up, chained up, all right? And they're going to be put in the pit, man. It says, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited, right? So we're going to put the elites under arrest, so to speak, so that you can understand, all right? But that was the point. They go back to Revelation 6. And I might close it out on this. Revelation 6 and 12 again, it says, and I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. Now the sun being black as sackcloth of hair, why? Because all the smoke that's going to go upward when them bombs drop, it's going to block out the sky, block out the sun. All right, and the moon shall become as blood. Why? Because the Lord is sending signs upon the earth. All right, the scriptures speak about how the moon, or how the Lord made two lights, and how they be for signs of seasons, days, and years, pursuing to Genesis 1. So that's all symbolic, man. 13. And the stars of heaven fell into the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. All right, yeah, the ones that are on high. All right, the stars meaning those that are on high in the society, they all going to fall down to the ground and be straight up just, they're going to be brought down low, man. Okay, 14. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, going into the mushroom cloud. Because John the Revelator had this vision of this prophecy given to him, all right, over 2,000 years ago. So he only described it the best way he could. He said it looked like the heaven was rolled together as a scroll. All right, just Google mushroom cloud. Go to Google Images, type in mushroom cloud, and you'll see that, man. It says, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places, right? So the earth was moved exceedingly, and it was an earthquake, man. Why? Because of those missiles that was being dropped. 15. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, going into basically what the kings of the earth, which is what as I mentioned, the elites of Esau, Edom, as well as the elites of these other nations. It says, and reading on, and the mighty men, and every bondman, and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, right? Because these elites, they have these fallout shelters, these bomb shelters, which they are going to escape. All right, they are going to escape, but they're only going to escape not because they're chosen or they are the elect, but they're going to escape so that they can go into slavery. 16. And said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb, which is who? The one that sitteth on the throne is the Most High. His name is Yahweh, and the Lamb is our Lord Yahweh Shai, because he's coming with wrath, man. All right. 17, last verse. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? And the answer is nobody, man, because when Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai make his return, he's putting down everybody who's not on his side, man. The only ones that's going to be on his side in that day is the 144,000 and the 1/3. All right. And just to bring it all the way back to this article, this is what's leading into that, man. All right. DJ Trump poking at Iran is going to lead to Revelation 6, as well as the other scriptures I brought out, man. So Lord willing, this thing happens quickly, because the quicker this happens, the quicker we are in the kingdom of heaven. All right. Lord willing, we are part of the elect. We will reign with Hamashiach Yahushua. All right. But yeah, I just wanted to do this quick little World War III update. Lord willing, it was edifying. Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Lord willing, to the next video. Shalom.